you know that we have 2 visitor centers. You know, people call us, they text us, they slide into our DMs, they send us faxes.
Love your new visitors.
Yes, you love it. It's nice, huh? And they ask us questions. You're going to help us answer these questions in the segment we call We Get Questions.
You need a musical interlude for that.
Bob, put in the musical interlude. People who watch on the video, though, Austin does put that in.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, isn't that cool?
I love that.
Bob couldn't be bothered. Bob just edits it like, all right, it's done. Here we go, as you know. Okay, here we go. This was on Facebook from Brittany, and she asked, has anyone done the Sonoma Valley Trolley tour?
Oh.
Is it worth it, and should I do it?
Tell me more.
Okay, so there is the Sonoma Valley Wine Trolley. It leaves every day at 10 o'clock from the Plaza. And you go to visit 3 to 4 wineries, I believe. And it's a very easy way to explore the valley. You don't have to worry about choosing wineries.
Correct.
You don't have to worry about lunch.
Correct.
You don't have to worry about setting things up. So, Brittany, the short answer is yes, I have done it. Yes, it is worth it.
I've done it too.
Oh, you have? You've done it?
Yeah.
You did?
Yes.
Oh.
Years ago.
Yeah.
I had a friend in town and she wanted to do it. And here I'll be honest with my reaction.
Yeah.
My first reaction was, as a tourist, I was like, I live here. Why would I do that? I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
And then she said, no, this is what I want to do. When you have a visitor to come, you do what they want to do.
You do visitor stuff, yeah.
So we did it, and it was delightful.
It was cool.
And she loved it, and I got to learn a few new things about some of the wineries around here, which I'm a very curious person. I like learning new things. And we had great conversation with people on the train, on the trolley. We had great conversation with people at the wineries. We had lovely food.
Good.
Great way to spend the day.
Totally
worth it.
It is worth it, and I think it's a good, as you mentioned, you will meet other people, and that's an interesting way to meet other visitors, meet the locals. The driver, one of them, Paul, very clever guy, did improv theater, very funny guy. Ooh, yeah, I'm trying to get him on here. Yeah. He's always like, but Tim, I'm driving when we record. And I'm
still? On a Friday?
Yeah, they're still out there because we're
okay, I'll drive.
They'll be coming back.
I'll go drive for him, and he can come.
Okay, so Paul, Gretchen's going to tap in. I'm sure
it's
just like a Prius. I'm sure it's like 50-foot long trolley.
I could do it. I drive F-150s all the time.
It's very similar.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, so Brittany, check it out, and Gretchen approved. Someone did tip on, if you have long hair like you do, and you sit outside, bring a ponytail holder. Because sometimes I guess the wind blows your hair.
Sure.
And I have that problem.
Or they can wear a Finish Line Moments hat.
Or get a Finish Line Moments hat. Okay, very good. Here's
a merch page.
Here's a question we got via email at info@sonomavalley.com. We will be visiting at the end of the month with our daughter, who is a 20-year-old student at Cal Poly SLO. Go Mustangs. So Cal Poly.
Love that.
Can you please send us some ideas on what to do in Sonoma Valley with a 20-year-old? Yeah.
That was just a couple years ago, so...
Yeah, I know. It was about 3 years ago for you, if I recall. Yeah. Yeah, well...
Hiking.
Good answer.
Right? The Overlook Trail.
Overlook Trail's great.
Beautiful.
Yep, you can do that. 20-year-olds love to hike.
Right? So, there's great food.
Food.
So much good food.
I think I would go...
Great coffee shops.
Great coffee shops. I would go to eat. I would take maybe a cooking class from like Shauna Davis at Epicurean Connection. She shows you how to make cheese, and she does full cooking classes. I would visit like a farm. So if you go up to Oak Hill Farm in Glen Ellen, that's a really cool spot. Or Charlie's Acres, where it's an animal shelter, and you can see all the beautiful animals that are out there. That's a really fun thing to do. I would go to a show at the Sebastiani Theater.
Oh, hey.
Yeah.
I love that.
And actually, all the shows here, I think you can go to almost any show, even the ones that are at bars, I think. I don't know. Well, some of the bars are bars.
Right. It depends on the bar.
Depends on the bar.
Got to look up.
But some of them are venues. You can definitely go there.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of things you can do with a 20-year-old.
Sonoma Cheese Factory.
Sonoma Cheese Factory. Just have a good time there. Get some barbecue. Get some cheese there.
Food.
Go to the Vella Cheese where they're actually making the cheese. Go there. Go to a spa. 20-year-olds are stressed out because they're like school and they got like they're studying. Correct. They got like midterms or whatever. So I think take your kid to the spa.
Go to Fairmount.
Go to Fairmount. Have a great time there. Yeah, so good. And then go across the street and get Sonoma Eats tacos.
Yes.
Big fan of tacos.
I'm a big fan of Sonoma Eats.
Yeah, it's good stuff. Good stuff. Okay, good answer. So hopefully that works out for you, and thanks for visiting, and go Mustangs. Hi there. I'm thinking of bringing 8 people total to do a wine tasting on Saturday.
Ooh.
how much would that be for 8 people just to do a tasting? And that was a text.
You did not tell me there'd be math.
Well, it's also kind of funny because they texted us, but I think they thought they were texting the winery, I think. Because they just asked us how much would it cost. And I would say, well, it depends on which winery you go to.
100%.
Yeah. So,
Also, is it Sonoma Sips still?
oh my gosh, you are hired. Yeah. So right now, Sonoma Sips $15 wine tastings that goes through March 15th. Actually, March 14th, we're doing a thing called Sonoma Sips hyphen the winemaker's pour.
Ooh.
We're going to have winemakers at different restaurants pouring wine and talking to people. Yeah. We just
Genius.
announced it. Yes, it's
Now you're a
awesome.
genius. Look at
Well, I'll give credit to Robin at the Sonoma Valley Vintners and Growers.
it.
Smart program.
Shout
It's
out
going to
to
be
Robin.
awesome. Good job, Robin. Katie, you guys are so awesome. So that's rolling out. But yeah, so if you're bringing 8 people to do a wine tasting, no matter if it's during Sonoma Sips or whatever, it varies, right? There's different ways. You can try to get some 2-for-1 passes. We do have a wine tasting pass, the Sonoma Valley Tasting Pass at $69. It gives you taste at 3 different wineries. There's all sorts of different costs depending on what your experience is.
Right.
Some are very simple, like here's 3 sips. Others are like, St. Francis Winery, 3 sticks. You're going to sit down and have a very, more involved tasting if you do like the food and wine pairing or
Right.
something like that. So it really depends. You go to Caddis, Chris will just pour you some wine. You go to Palm, Rick will pop some cider.
100%.
It all just
Wow,
depends.
Delicious.
Yeah. So so the answer to your question, person via text, that depends. Okay.
Yes.
Where can I get hot cross buns in Sonoma? Have you heard? You know what hot cross buns are? They're like usually around Easter, around Lenten time.
Oh, that's coming up next month.
Buns. They're like cross buns, and they're delicious.
I'm glad you explained that. I
Yeah.
wasn't quite
It's not for
sure where we were
everybody.
going.
Like what does that mean? So a hot cross bun is sort of like a sweet bun that has frosting on it in the shape of a cross.
We have some good bakeries here.
Yes, we do. So most of our bakeries will have it. The tip I got is Scandia.
Sure. You know, that
Scandia has
actually
it.
came in my head.
That is a classic bakery.
Yeah.
It really is. And I bet you some of the other bakeries have it too, like Baker and Cook or something like that. She might have it. Jen, if you're listening, I'm trying to get you on the podcast, but she's like, I got to go bake. Excuse me. So you got to work. No, so.
How dare she?
How dare she, Jen from Baker and Cook. She might be making it, but Scandia definitely has it. So if you're here around Easter time, you can find them there. We did do a taste test today.
Oh.
Because someone brought some in. So yeah, they're really good. But I should do more because it's carbo loading. Thank you.
Right. Yes. Add that to your list.
Thank you. I will. Some visitors from New Mexico walked in, and they walked into the Toscano Hotel, our new visitor center, and they said, "We're staying here for 6 weeks. And we
Ooh.
want to know."
I want to know what they do that.
They leave New Mexico and they just come here for 6 weeks. Yeah, it's a vacation. Maybe they're European. Maybe they're Europeans, like Scandinavians that live in Taos, and they're taking like their Swedish vacation from Taos to here. I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out how this works.
You scrambled my brain.
Maybe
with
they're
that one.
retired. Here's the deal. Here's the question. When is the rose garden going to be blooming?
Oh. When the roses decide to.
I think you are a gardener. That is a very good answer. The roses bloom when the roses feel like blooming.
Yes.
However, what I did text Brian from the
Okay.
city. Brian Rollins, he is in charge of the plaza. He does a great job of keeping it tidy and planting things, and he's a great guy. You'll see him working out there.
We are proud of our plaza.
Yes, Plaza's the jewel of Sonoma.
Yes.
And he works with the Sonoma Garden Club, and they've really done a good job of that
Nice.
center. But he said, right around Mother's Day,
Oh.
if I can keep the deer away. The deer.
That's kind of perfect
It is
for
Mother's
roses
Day.
to bloom around Mother's Day.
They're beautiful. They have so many different colors, and
Mm-hmm.
they smell so good. So that's in May. So if you come here in May, you'll probably get the roses blooming. Right now, you're going to get wildflowers blooming.
Oh, I love the wildflowers in Sonoma.
They look really good.
We are really lucky here for
very
the
lucky.
it's magic here. I love Overlook Trail and the
Yeah.
and it starts out with the yellows and then it goes into the purples and the whites.
Yes,
It's really,
it's exactly it. And thank you for using the scientific names because I thought I'm the same way. I'm like,
I know the colors.
The blues. The blues are in the purples now.
Right. That
Yeah.
part. I want to go back to the villainization of the deer.
Oh, you do?
Yeah,
You're on the deer side here?
I am. I like deer. I love the deer in Sonoma. They're sometimes not treated well by cars. And so,
That's because they jump in front of cars.
well, maybe they were here first.
You know what? It's a good point. And
I just didn't know they came all the way down to the plaza. They must do it in the middle of the night.
they do. Yeah, the deer come around because they can follow the creeks. So if you get out by MacArthur Place Hotel, you'll see deer popping out there, and they'll follow that creek.
So should I watch the camera that's on the top of the old Maya and
Yeah.
see them in the middle
See
of
if
the
they're
night?
there. Yeah, absolutely. So the deer will show up. They will. There are more wild animals than you think in Sonoma.
A lot of skunks.
Yeah, and skunks are cute. Actually, they're really cute.
They are cute.
But they're creatures of habit, so they'll do the same trail at the same time. Plus, in the spring, the adolescents come out and they're kind of dumb. So
Gonna leave that one alone.
exactly. So they'll kind of walk towards you and they're like, "Are you a friend?" And you're like, "Get away!" And they think they're going to chase you. And then
Well, yeah, a month ago it was mating season.
yes, yeah, not fun, not fun.
It's a little whiffy,
Yeah, that's what. Skunks. What can you do?
right?
Okay,
They're all
ready?
part of it.
They're all part of the circle. Here's one we have. We are here for 5 nights, and we're having a great time. We love the wine tasting and exploring during the day, but what is there to do at night in Sonoma Valley?
The Beacon,
Okay, the
Our
Beacon,
Speakeasy.
our great Speakeasy. Say hi to
fabulous.
Martine. Go up the stairs there.
up the stairs, enjoy really fun drinks.
Yeah, that's a good place.
I'm a big fan of Burgers and Vine, BV.
Oh, just hanging out there. Good crowd.
Hanging out there, great
Yeah.
crowd. The staff is phenomenal.
Really nice crowd. The
They love
hostess
their
there is really
locals
nice.
as much as
Yeah.
they love their visitors.
That's true.
You know, what do we have? Friday night flights?
Oh, we did have Friday night in the summer.
I believe
We
that's
do.
coming back.
That's coming
That'll
back.
be your
Absolutely.
late night
Yeah, late night there.
in Sonoma.
So we've got some of the tastings will stay open. You're absolutely right. Well, that was a
bit
deep
later.
cut that you pulled that one. Wow. Good memory.
It's like I live here or
yeah,
something.
geez, you're amazing. You should volunteer. You're right. So we have those. I will throw in.
Yes.
We have shows at the Sebastiani for movies
Mm-hmm.
and then live performances. We've got the Sonoma Speaker Series if people want to go to that on occasion. Really, really good speakers who come here. We do have like the usual trivia nights and the karaoke nights and things like that. Not
Actually,
everything.
2 speakeasies.
Yeah, we have one
Because
called
one's music.
Yeah, one's called The Speakeasy, Sonoma Speakeasy, and then Beacon is a speakeasy.
Right.
Right.
But you can find it.
Right, because the door is there.
Yeah, you don't. There's no special knock or code.
We should do that.
Absolutely.
But I think at the same time, they also want people to go there. One of the problems with like
Wild.
being too discreet with your marketing is then you don't have any business, so you don't have any reason to market.
Well, Speakeasy was the origin of a speakeasy, as they really did have to be underground.
Right, they did
and
at the
down
time. So good
low.
point.
But now you actually want people to come in and
actually
not
wanna
have
walk
to
in the
like go
door.
through a whole
Right.
system to find you.
Look
you
for-
want to reduce the obstacles for people to find you.
Thank you. That's what you want. Make it easy. Other nighttime things. Hold on.
You can listen to the great horned owls that we have around town.
I do like that idea, actually. You can go enjoy the wildlife.
Mm-hmm.
You mentioned the Overlook Trail, but if you go outside at night and you can hear the birds,
Mm-hmm.
evidently the skunks in flagrante delicti, you can hear all sorts of amazing wild animals out there, and that's fun.
I did that Tuesday night, special moon.
Oh, did you do that? Did you do like a full moon hike?
That we had, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna want to be kind of part of this. So I went and sat out, lit the fire pit,
Yeah.
sat outside, just very, very quiet for about 10 minutes, and the whole time in that 10-minute period, there was a great horned owl
Oh, that's great.
hooting at me.
Yeah, you can hear the wildlife if you allow yourself to be silent enough
Yeah.
to bring it in. And there are places like Sugarloaf
Yes.
State Park and the Sonoma Ecology Center that will have guided night hikes and night experiences. Oh, and the
Yes,
observatory. The observatory. You can go look at the
Oh my
stars.
gosh. 100%. We're so out of the
Yeah.
city pollution,
That's right.
meaning like light pollution.
Correct.
That there's so many more stars you can see up
You can
here.
go up there and see
I
them.
love using my app to be like, okay, who's up there in the sky right now? A week ago, we had Jupiter
Really?
super bright next
You
to
can see
the
it?
moon. Mm-hmm.
That is kind of cool. I do like it when you can see the planets because they're brighter or different colors, and then they line up, and then supposedly they guide us or something, or they run us. Is that how it works?
That's your next guest.
And for my next guest, the tarot card reader. I had a tarot person on.
You should.
Yeah, Bethany Browning. She wrote a book about tarot and Sonoma.
Oh,
It was
no
really
way.
good. Yeah, it was kind of
Love
funny.
that. Or an astronomer.
I do want to get an astronomer on here from Robert Ferguson, and I will get them on. But they come out at night. I think during the day they hang upside down in the dark. I might be mixing up my mythical creatures.
I don't know that's
not how it works?
I don't think that's how astronomers do it.
And on that factual notice, we're going to wrap this up. Gretchen, it's been wonderful having you here.
It always goes by so fast.